2 touchdowns and ran for another. The Texans are without question the pleasant surprise of the NFL season, and Stroud has taken the league by storm the last 2 weeks. 800 yards passing, 7 total touchdowns. He leads the league in passing yards per game. No rookie since the merger has done that. He's looking to be the first rookie to lead the league in passing yards per game in a season since Davey O'Brien did it in 1939 for the Eagles. It's unfair because pretty much everyone was a rookie then. The league had just started. Okay, what is the first thing you said to me this morning about that game?
Shocked. I did not see that coming. Cincinnati, to me, at this point in the season, I thought was the best team in football. The way they were playing the last few weeks, I thought they were going to go in there. This was in Cincinnati. Houston went in there. Everything's going right for Cincinnati. I know they didn't have Higgins, but still, it's a team, an offense, and a defense that was playing great football. And for this rookie to go in there with this team, you got to start seeing it. I mean, it's something I didn't see coming. You talk about a stunning day. This was stunning to me that I didn't see coming.
It's a rookie head coach and a rookie quarterback, and Rex, you know what that's like.
Yeah, it's impossible, but it is possible. And here's why. Like, when they don't care who the hell they play. All right, I'm just telling you. Like, you think this quarterback cares that he's playing against Cincinnati, maybe the best team? The head coach, they don't care. And that was I recognize that. That was our mentality with the Jets. Really? Oh, really? Yeah, we're playing all right, bring it on. We're getting ready to kick the you-know-what out of them.
Right.
That's the way this team plays. And here's the thing. I knew this quarterback was the #1 kid without question in the draft. I didn't know he'd be like this. No way.
He threw that late interception, and it didn't faze him. He threw that Lou Anarumo defense. It doesn't matter. Let me throw for 350 on him. No rookie's ever done that before.
He's thrown 2 picks all season.
Yeah.
All right, this is absolutely absurd. And look, oh, by the way, his best receiver never played. So we can talk about T. Higgins not being in there, which is true. Big loss.
Nico Collins didn't play.
Yeah, they're a leading receiver.
Yeah.
All right, and so he's playing. He had better players at receiver in college than he does now, and he's carving up this National Football League.
Last week I said C.J. Stroud in the MVP conversation. I was wrong. He's now the leader. For me, he's the leader. We're in mid-November.
He can't be.
Absolutely,
he can't be.
Teddy.
The team's not good enough.
We're in mid-November.
We've got 7-2 football teams out there. You've got 8-1 football teams out there. I put A.J. Brown in front of him, Dan. Tyreek in Miami. That offense. Okay, listen, he's there. He's there. Okay, I recognize the skill in all of that. Get up in the division first. Can we have the MVP leading his own division first?
And don't forget, they beat Jacksonville.
Beat Jacksonville.
So once they beat them, they're going ahead.
The context for me matters in this conversation. #2 pick, mid-November. I would say this, Teddy. They're 5-4. He's gone back-to-back games against Todd Bowles and Lou Anarumo and thrown for like 867 touchdowns. He goes on the road and beats Joe Burrow.
That's great.
Joe Burrow.
That's great. They're 5-4.
And I'm not only say he's the MVP leader right now for me. I think DeMeco Ryans is the leader for head coach of the year in the NFL.
I'm not going to give all awards out just because they go in there and win Cincinnati. Beat Cincinnati, okay?
If we watch the post-snap decision-making by that young man, it's hard to sit there and think just because he's a rookie or just because they're in second place, he can't be the leader. 3rd and 14, we get motion. Teddy, you know this. We got this deep out or corner route. Watch the timing of this because this is a difficult outside leverage throw. Right when Schultz swipes by, ball comes out as that defender's hitting him. That's post-snap. Okay, 1st and goal. We saw this touchdown run. See no hesitation, drops back. Everybody on the defense is kind of committed to coverage. There's no wasted time. There's no where's number 2, number 3, just that instinctual sense of I have to take off. And then this is the game sealer, essentially. Look how good his eyes are with the switch release slant. Watch 51, the backer. Watch where he starts, and look where he just drifts to. Now that ball has to come out right now. You talk about a guy that has a complete understanding of what's the problem. I'm the problem solver. And this is why I think a month ago I said he's YJB. He's young Joe Burrow. He went on the road and did to Joe Burrow and the Bengals what Joe has done.
You want to go offensive rookie of the
That's
year?
already done.
I'm fine. Yeah, he's past Puka and all of those guys. Great. All right, let's pump the brakes on the MVP here. Okay, there's another quarterback in Kansas City that's about to surge also. Who knows how Jalen Hurts is going to play for an 8-1 team?
I'm not saying
I hear you though.
I'm saying
I hear you. Okay, this is coming off a performance I did not expect, but I'm not jumping into the MVP pool for this kid right now.
Well, let's hear this. Let's hear this comment. This kid should have been the first guy taken in the draft. We all get that. If you had a draft today, I think he's in the top 10 NFL quarterback or top 10 players in the entire league, and he's a rookie. That's how unbelievable this kid is. And by the way, this team, watch out, Jacksonville. They've already beat you once. This team could very well win the division with a rookie head coach and a rookie quarterback that nobody thought would win more than 3 games.
Let me ask you, circling it back, because the theme here is the AFC North makes absolutely no sense. You just said you thought the Bengals were the best team. Did that change your mind yesterday? Do you have legitimate questions about them right this minute?
We're going from Yes, I do. I still think this division here is possible even to win for the Cincinnati Bengals. This North, though, this is a different beast here. This is go from week to week, who's playing the best, and every week, every game means something in terms of playoff seeding.
I am not concerned about Cincinnati.
Yeah.
2 reasons. Number 1, the Boyd drop. If Tyler Boyd catches that throw, maybe this is a different end result. They got to go score a touchdown instead of a field goal. He's one of the more sure-handed guys. Then number 2, and this is the drop by Boyd. That's actually the same play that he crosses face and gets the huge ball down to the 10-yard line. We saw 2 unbelievably uncharacteristic interceptions by Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if we saw any play like that again for the rest of the season from Joe. Thursday night becomes massive.
Go ahead, fellas.
This was a team that was getting blown out almost the entire afternoon, and then, oh my God, they won. Dustin Hopkins from 40 yards away as time expires. The Ravens should be 10-0 right now. They've had the lead going into the 4th quarter of every game this season. They've lost 3 of them. That's tied with the Colts for the most such losses, meaning losing a game that you led going into the 4th quarter in the entire league so far this season. Rex, how do you explain it?
Well, here's the thing, Greeny. That's why when I look at this, you thought Cincinnati was the best team. I thought Baltimore was the best team. And why? Riding the strength of their defense, right? Number 1 in the NFL in points allowed. Take a bigger deep dive in this thing. 4th quarter, they're 25th in the league in scoring defense. They don't have the old, I'm thinking, these are the great Raven defenses we're accustomed to seeing. No, they're not. Those defenses they bury teams when you get a lead. That's the thing that concerns me about this football team.
The difference between the Ravens defense, which is a very good unit, and the elites in the AFC when it comes to late, they don't have a closer. The Ravens defensively do not have a closer. Really good players. Hamilton's great and Matabike is great. If Kansas City has a closer, Cincinnati has a closer. Those defenses have closers. Even Miami, they don't have a closer on defense. And that's the concerning thing about Baltimore when it comes to that football team in comparison to some of the other AFC defenses.
It's interesting that you bring that up. This team leads the league in sacks. Yet, and at the end of a game, the biggest team that has a closer is Philadelphia. Why do they have the record they have?
Sure.
I don't care. They're not even playing good defense. But at the end of the game, they have that mentality.
No, I don't think you say they should be 10-0. No, this is who they are really, because even during this game, everything the Browns had to come back from, even from the missed extra point, 14 down, the pick 6 early on, with the mental toughness that they showed. It's like the Ravens forgot there are no gimmies in the North. And this North, you talk about AFC North, and you hear them all talk about their division, the pride within their division. But Baltimore got up, and it's like, yeah, we're good. We got these guys.
Sure.
They took their foot off the gas, and that's their problem. And that's their problem maybe in the 4th quarter and all of that, because they didn't finish this team. And this is everything to me. Look at this play. Where are the Ravens? And look at that push. The Browns want to finish. The Ravens don't. And this was everything to me in terms of the game still it could be a long field goal here. You just give up 10 to 15 yards because you stop playing. Get him down on the ground.
I'll say one other thing. For all the talk you guys just did about finishers, there's one name you left out, and it's the one on Cleveland. And candidly, you want to talk about MVPs of the league right now. I think there's a name on that defense that should be in the conversation.
Myles Garrett is an absolute beast, game wrecker, and that's what he does.
Sure.
This defense is absolutely phenomenal. Why? It's this guy, Myles Garrett, and if you don't put two guys on him, you can forget it. Game, set, over. He wins every time. He's that good a player. And I'm just telling you, like, it's crazy. You mentioned MVP. Take this kid off of this team, see how many wins Cleveland has.
Yeah.
It ain't many.
I think the story of the game in many ways, in Cleveland's perspective, is Deshaun Watson's legs. Again, it wasn't consistent, it wasn't clean, but he did make plays with his legs. I'd say it's the most athletic. Like, it's the most athletic Deshaun has looked since he became a Cleveland Brown. And it wasn't sometimes these outrageously splashy plays that we kind of saw in Houston a little bit, but it was needed. It was timely.
This was an owner game in terms of Jimmy Haslam saying, you show me in this game why I gave up all this money. You guys came to me and told me we need to make it guaranteed. We need to bring this guy in. This is a game, you show me why.
He made some timely plays. He did. With his legs. He did. And again, it wasn't pretty. And the pass game still is so up and down. But these plays are a big deal. Teddy, you kind of pointed out that last scrum push play. Yeah. I think there's two plays that stand out for me. One is an effort play. Watch Wyatt Teller here, okay? This is called looking for action, right? He's not giving up on the play. Now, that's a fumble. If he doesn't go back and do that, he's not there to pick up that fumble. Yeah. Game over, Baltimore wins. 2nd and 19, this is huge. This is a cheetah snap. Look, no one on the defense is ready. You guys see that. This is one of those simulated pressures, 2nd and 19. This is the game-winning drive. Look at the protection that happens because of it, and it's a 17-yard gain that gets them to that 3rd and 2. So that Teller play for me is a perfect example, kind of what you're talking about, is like that is all because of effort.
Is Deshaun Watson playing well enough for this team to be the legitimate, the question on the screen, is Deshaun Watson playing well enough, or do you see signs that make you think he will? Again, there was a moment in time when he was as good as any quarterback in the NFL, with the exception of no one.
Yeah.
Are you seeing any signs that suggest he could get back to that?
Signs, yes. Not consistently. And is he playing well enough for them to be legit Super Bowl contenders? Not yet.
Run game's got to keep going.
Look, run game's got to keep going and things like that. Remember, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I said Cleveland was my pick in this division. I'll still write it because I believe in Deshaun Watson. He was also brought there because Lamar Jackson was the class of the division, right? Lamar Jackson, his win-loss record is incredible. Yeah, you know what he can't do? He can't beat Deshaun Watson. He never beat him in Clemson, and that's why I take this team. I'm just telling you, this dude right here, if he plays like Deshaun Watson's capable of playing with that defense, the way Jim Schwartz has that defense going, why the hell can't they win it all?